In the 70s, because this movie was made back in 1972, in the 70s, the budget for the Godzilla films was only nearly half of the budget of a 60s Godzilla film. So they didn't have much money to work with to get these films, to get the story told in these films. So the director had to do what he had to do. And of course, he cut a couple corners. Like there are scenes of Godzilla fighting Ghidorah, but then they jump to another scene where Godzilla's fighting Ghidorah, but it's pulled from another movie. But yet, in that footage, the sky is like clear. But yet, in the original Godzilla vs. Gigan movie, they're fighting at night. But they darkened the tint of the pulled footage to try to match up with the real life footage. And yes, it rubbed people the wrong way. However, I mean, I feel like the director should be given a lot of credit for making something out of nothing. I mean, he wasn't given much to work with budget wise, so he had to do what he had to do. And of course, you know, Godzilla does look different in each shot when the stock footage is used. But you know, but majority of people, Godzilla is Godzilla, and that's the way he was looking at it, and that he had to do what he had to do to get the story told. So I give him props for that. So don't be too quick to judge this film because of the stock footage. I mean, yes, it's from older movies, but it shouldn't take away from the overall experience of the movie. Number two, why you shouldn't jump down this movie's throat. The Godzilla suit in this film was on its last leg, meaning it was in very, very poor condition. Especially because this was the fourth time that this suit was used in the Godzilla series. It was first used in 1968's Destroy All Monsters, 1969's Godzilla's Revenge, 1971 Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster or Godzilla vs. the Hydra, which took us a very beating in that movie. And if you saw that movie, you know the Godzilla suit went through a lot of grief in that movie with Hydra. And now in this movie, it's obviously in poor condition. I mean, you can tell, especially towards the tail end, you can see pieces of the suit falling off, and you know, and especially when he's like punching guy again, you see pieces of the suit falling off and stuff like that. So it was in very poor condition. So obviously, they couldn't shoot a lot of new scenes with this suit because they had to make the most of it. So before you jump down the throat of this film, just take those into account and just enjoy the movie for what it is, and just don't be so nitpicky about it. It's not really that serious. And my last con about this film, also all this is just my opinion. You can agree to disagree. I welcome all opinions. But my last con in this film is the character of Anguirus. Now, I like Anguirus. He's a very great character. And it's going to be, I'm going to say it like it's going to be, it's still in the con category, but instead of me talking like I'm coming at like I'm blasting Anguirus, I'm going to say something positive then something negative about it. Now, what I like about Anguirus in this film is the fact that he gets a lot of screen time. A lot of screen time. And I enjoy the fact that, you know, he does get a lot of screen time. I mean, we do see a lot of Anguirus. On the flip side of it, when you do see him, sometimes it's not in the best condition. I don't mean suit-wise. Like when you first see him, or at least when he actually does something, he swims to Japan, and he gets stopped by the military to the point where the military actually get the better of Anguirus. And I don't really like that. I think that, you know, they should have gave Anguirus a little bit more love in this one. Another pro. I like the fact that Anguirus is a ride or die kaiju for Godzilla, meaning that he'll do anything what he has to do to help Godzilla out. And you know, like I said, he's a ride or die. I mean, he's down for whatever as far as Godzilla is concerned. On the flip side of that, mind you, the last time these two was in the movie together, because continuity-wise, we can't count Destroy All Monsters that happened before this film, because in the story of that film, that took place in the future, 1999. So the last time that Godzilla and Anguirus was in a movie together was in Godzilla Raids Again. And we all know what happened at the end of that movie or in that movie. So I'm thinking, realistically, that when you see Godzilla and Anguirus in this movie, Godzilla orders Anguirus to go to Japan because he has a funny feeling about what's going on because they sent something which caused him to go to Japan in the first place. And Anguirus just was like, okay. And he swims to Japan, and when he leaves Monster Island to go to Japan, it's at night. When you see him again, it's in daytime. By the time he gets to Japan, it's at nighttime. He didn't bother to ask questions like, why you want me to go, blah, blah, blah. Or, remember the last time me and you was together, you tried to kill me and you tried to burn me alive. He didn't ask no kind of questions or whatever. He just like, okay, I'll go, whatever. And I find that to be kind of funny. I mean, obviously Godzilla's role in this movie is king of the monsters, and it really shows the way he just ordered Anguirus around. I just wish Anguirus had more of a backbone, basically. Like in Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, I viewed Rodan on the same par as Godzilla, as far as like, they went toe-to-toe, like it could have gone either way. In this film, I don't see Anguirus as Godzilla's equal, and I daggone sure don't see him as the perfect partner to go to war with, especially with King Ghidorah and Gigan, which basically on paper, King Ghidorah and Gigan should have won the fight. I know I may get slack for that, but on paper, you would think that if I told you King Ghidorah and Gigan was on one team and Godzilla and Anguirus on another team, on paper, these two should have won the fight. These two. But obviously Godzilla's the hero and he's gonna win or whatever. And like I said, I wish Anguirus had more of a backbone. Like that part, him just going to Japan without asking questions, just bothers me sometimes. And maybe that's me nitpicking, but think about it. Like fellas out there, if one of your boys woke you up out of your sleep and said to you, "Hey, I need you to travel across country because I have a funny feeling," would you just up and do it? Like, would you just up and do it? Would you just be like, okay, good, we're best buds, yeah, I do it, or you'd be like, would you ask questions like, okay, you gonna pay money for this? Am I getting gas money? What am I getting out of this? Or whatever. But either way, I mean, Anguirus does serve his purpose in this film. He basically runs interference when Godzilla needs help. In a way, Godzilla takes out both monsters by himself. Of course, Anguirus does help with a few shots here and there, but majority of the fight, Godzilla does most of the fighting and whatever. And I just kind of wish Anguirus' character could have been elevated a bit so he could be on par with Godzilla. That way I can suspend my disbelief that these two are an equal tag team versus these two. But at the very end, Godzilla gets John Cena in a way and just come back and just, after getting his butt handed to him, really, majority of the fight, Gigan and King Ghidorah really, they really beat down Godzilla and Anguirus. But at the very end, Godzilla comes back and emerges victorious, and the way it should be, the way that it should always be, But that's the only pros and cons I see about the movie, and like I said, I really enjoy it, and that's pretty much all I have to say about Godzilla vs. Gigan. I mean, I really love this film. I just, stock footage aside, monsters talking, everything. I just love this movie. I just, it's a fun movie. It's just something I could watch over and over and over and over again. And it's just fun. It really is. And I highly recommend it. Get it on Blu-ray. It just came out, I think it came out, like in May, before the new Godzilla 2014 came out. So get it. It's from Kraken Release, I believe. So yes, pick up Godzilla vs. Gigan or Godzilla on Monster Island. Cinema shares really, what was that? Come on now. You could at least watch at least 30 minutes of the movie. Godzilla does go off on Monster Island sooner or later. I mean, God. Anyways. But that's pretty much it. I thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And if there's anything that you want me to review or talk about, please don't hesitate to holler at me on Facebook. And I will definitely get back to you at the best of my ability. Once again, Godzilla vs. Gigan, my second favorite Godzilla movie. Great, great film. Check it out. Oh, also just a quick note. I should have said this earlier, but I didn't. This is an X Plus Resin King Ghidorah. These two, this is the Wave Gigan kit, and this is a Billiken Godzilla 1968 kit, which I had painted and morphed into a 71/72 by the great and awesome Burley Vane. My brother from a different mother out in California. What's up, man? Thank you for hooking me up with these two. This one I got from another collector, which shall remain nameless because he's kind of shy like that, but he lives in Arizona. So thank you for hooking me up with this Angulus. This is the Marmoset Angulus. So thank you for that. And this is a custom-made Godzilla from Mark Sang-Yang. Once again, another brilliant and captivating artist. You'll find him on Facebook as well as Burley Vane. So if you need anything as far as like this stuff or customizations or paints or anything like that, if they're able to help you, I'm sure they will. Once again, Burley Vane, Mark Sang-Yang. Love them both. So, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And like I said, if there's anything that you want me to talk about or review, just let me know and I'll do the best.